We are live. Dad Bod Podcast, episode number
14.
And that thing is red as shit again.
Yes, it is. What else is new, right?
So we do have some new t-shirts on this week.
Oh, yeah.
Shake.
You gotta shake it. And bake.
And bake. Shake and bake, Ricky Bobby. Let's go. Oh, wait.
Oh, you got fist pumping. Come on now.
Gotta blow it out. So first we want to wholeheartedly apologize for last week. And we're going to explain in a little bit throughout the show why the episode was canceled. But ultimately, we feel bad. Episode 13 happened.
That was the death of us. That's
right.
why. You should never have a 13. That's why hotels don't have a 13.
Yeah.
Elevators don't have a 13.
Yep. And then there was exceptionally bad luck that transpired. Not bad luck, but things kind of life got in the way.
Right.
And then we had to cancel last week, unfortunately. And we really do appreciate everybody who listens. And now we're going to be back on track for a while, which this is episode 14. We do apologize. There are two doodles upstairs.
Sounds like
some kind
Royal Rumble upstairs.
War going on. They must be murdering each other, which is fine.
The War of the Doodles.
Yeah, so the camera might shake a little bit. You might hear nails upstairs. It's fine. No big deal.
It's whatever.
We broadcast from a home in Pacific, Missouri.
A home.
My home. Amanda's
so
home.
You don't have to
Our
drive home drunk?
So, what's the lady's name again?
I don't remember.
Tracy Smith.
I don't even want to bring her up.
No, we're not going to drive home drunk again.
Unreal.
So,
hi,
good
Nick
stuff.
Villa.
Yeah, thanks for joining, Nick. I appreciate it. Nick really wanted to watch football, but had to go to a family barbecue.
So instead he's tuning in to us live from his
so
phone, probably.
Yeah, hopefully. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. So, what are we going to talk about this week? And then we'll hit the intro in a minute. By the way, before we start, I am drinking high-class Busch Light tonight due to the Shake and Bake shirts.
Right. I'm drinking Oberon due to the fact that we, for some reason, have a mass supply of it still.
Do you want to remind the listeners, viewers, as to why we have a 20-year supply of Oberon?
That was on sale, right?
It was on sale? Is that what we're saying it is now?
Yeah, that's what I'm... You can see... Wow.
This is way clearer.
I don't think I've ever seen Busch Light
than Bud Light.
I've never seen
right?
it through... Yeah.
I may have had a few vodka drinks at the Eagles over the last couple hours, so I'm trying to slow it down here by drinking water.
Yeah, you can see through that.
A.K.A. Busch Light. Let's compare. Let's compare the... Yeah, yours looks like it has a little... Mine's pretty much see-through.
Real drink, Andy drink.
It's fine, no big deal.
You got that?
All right.
Feel better now?
So you're drinking O'Brien, you said. I'm drinking Busch Light. It's a good night. And also, by the way, I'm smoking tonight.
I'm going to stab you.
Okay, first off, I did apply for them to be sponsors of the show, and I've yet to hear back. But I'm smoking a Jewel with a mango insert this week.
Oh, that's real.
So it's going to
nice.
smell delicious down here. Are you excited?
It's got to smell better than you did yesterday.
Shake?
So.
Oh, I did shower when I got home, and it took me about 20 minutes.
It should have taken you 45.
It was. I had 4 sweats go through this body before I showered yesterday.
I was wondering if I was going to have to get the power washer out on you.
Yeah, it was.
Let's hit the intro.
Yeah, it was bad. Anyway, we'll move on here. Great episode.
Hold up.
And I'm pretty sure it muted. No, it didn't.
Never does.
It didn't mute shit. Anyway, it'll be fine. Cool. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thanks for watching the intro. One of these days we'll figure out how to mute the mics. And our internet is still red as hell.
Well, that's all right. People enjoy the internet being red as hell.
Awesome.
I don't know.
So to kind of go back to the reason why we didn't have an episode last week. So my mom flew in. She hung out for a few days, which was awesome. And on top of that, we also, I know we've talked about this in previous episodes, but we got approved to be foster parents.
Yeah.
And we are going to take in not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 foster kids in about 2 weeks.
Yeah. You are the epitome of go big or go home, right?
We are the go big or go home. I mean, when we went to get new cars a few years ago, we went to buy 1 and we bought 2. And that's not saying that we have a lot of financial stability. We just bought 2 cars. Like,
Right. Well, you
there
needed
wasn't
2
a
cars.
lot of planning behind it. Amanda was like, I don't know, I think we could afford it. We're like, great, let's just buy 2 cars. So 4 kids.
We still have them, so obviously we could afford it.
We still do, yes.
Those kids are awesome, though.
So first off, yes, they're awesome. So we kind of heard about it. So to backtrack a little bit, Amanda might be able to tell it better, but we kind of heard about them a few months ago, and we made all of our final decisions. And we're super fired up about it. Very, very, very excited. So my mom was here. Obviously, we wanted my mom to meet them. And we had them for the weekend, and it was awesome.
You guys had a good time?
We did have a great time. We went to the Science Center, which we had never been there before.
Okay.
So it was super fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Anybody who lives in the St. Louis area should definitely go if you haven't been.
Right.
It was fun for adults and kids. And we rode the space ride. So there's 2 of them. One of them you get in and you can drive and it just kind of shakes. And then there's another one that only 2 people can fit into, and it spins upside down and you're driving an airplane and the other person's shooting.
Oh, it's like virtual reality?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was
awesome.
Crazy. And
How many times did Aiden put you upside down?
I mean, I felt like we were upside down the whole time.
You were, pretty much.
It was intense.
Aiden, he's the 9-year-old. And he was so fired up. Nobody else was going in that thing but him and Amanda. And I kid you not, that thing seemed to be upside down 99% of their ride. And then I was like, that's exactly why we didn't go on it.
Yeah.
To the other 3 kids.
He was like, who's going to ride it with me? Somebody has to ride it. And nobody volunteered. So finally I was like, I guess that's me. And then I had a dress on. And I get out and they have a tiny little screen outside of it that has, shows like what's in there. It's like in the front of the thing. It shows you. And Andy's mom was like, I saw your hair upside down quite a bit. And I was like, oh, yeah? Did you see everything else? Because my dress kept flying up. She was like, no.
Yeah, little peep show going on at the Science Center. So these are the same kids that you guys went to the zoo with
Yes.
my wife and daughter, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So we, Andy took all the kids in the other thing. Because I think you could fit like up to 6 in there.
Yeah, so it was all 5 of us went into the more virtual reality, like roller coaster thing, which is more my speed. Because I'm not a huge upside down guy. It just doesn't work well. But it was a ton of fun. Had a blast at the Science Center. We also want to go to like botanical gardens, all the things we haven't been to yet. But the reason why the podcast got canceled is like Sunday just completely got away from us. Like,
yeah,
we had to take the kids back. My mom was here. We were still kind of figuring everything out with the kids, like how that's going to work in a few weeks when they move in with us. And it was just a hell of a Sunday. And then out of nowhere, I texted you at, I think, 4 o'clock. And I'm like, is it all right if we kind of skip a week? Because
well, at first it was like, we're going to push back till Monday. And then Monday it was like, we're just going to go ahead and cancel for the week. Which is
because I said
fine.
Monday. And then Amanda says later that night, she goes, don't you have like 3 meetings Monday night? And I'm like, oh. So I had a park board meeting and an Eagles treasure meeting. I'm like, okay, I guess we're gonna have to move everything to next Sunday.
Or
so.
they could have went
was
around
my birthday,
us.
and you were
and Tuesday was your birthday.
So we couldn't do it Tuesday. Yeah, it was
and
just
then I was
a
out
really
of town,
busy week
and
last week. It was
It was ridiculous, but we could not be more fired up in 2 weeks to have 4 kids living with us.
I'm fired up about it. I got to meet them Saturday. We had a fantastic time Saturday getting to meet them.
Yeah. No, it's unbelievable, and we could not be more excited to be able to take in 4 kids.
No, you met him Friday night.
Was it Friday night?
Yeah, Saturday.
What was
Friday night. Yeah, we put bunk beds together.
Oh, right. Well, that on top of it, then Friday night we also had 2 other kids that we were babysitting, so we had 5.
Yeah.
Because we only had 3 of the 4, because the oldest girl had something else to do. So we had 3 of the 4, and then 2 younger ones. So we had 5 kids running around this place Friday night. It was awesome.
When I walked in, I was just expecting 2, because you told me you were doing respite care for 2 of them, and then they started multiplying.
Me too. And then at the football game, Amanda's like, hey, why don't you come up, spend the night again? And we're like, yeah, whatever.
Well, because the 2 little boys, the one we were doing respite care for, and then one of the kids got along really well, and they were playing the whole time.
And they were the same age, kind of.
Yeah. And the little boy that we were doing care for was like, is he coming over? Is he going to keep playing with us? And I was like, I don't know. Do you guys want to come over? And I didn't expect all of them to be like, but they did.
That's it. I walked in. You guys were upstairs, and I was like, okay. And I walk in, and there's two sitting here, and then they just start coming out. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? And I'm like, wait. They keep multiplying. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to have 2. I'm up to 5.
They're like gremlins up in there. Yeah. We just kept feeding them, and they just kept turning into
got them
children.
wet after midnight, or whatever.
Yeah.
Because one of the biggest things that you wanted to talk about, which is the reason why you were here Friday night, was my inability to assemble loft
You don't
bunk
have
beds.
to air quote inability.
No, there's no air quotes needed. You have straight inability.
I would have been able to do it. I wasn't given an opportunity. I invited Ben over to help, and then Ben said, no, I'm glad I came over because you had no clue how to do this.
Yeah, well, when I ask you for a screwdriver and you go, I don't have screwdrivers. I've got
drills.
2 drills.
Well, isn't that more manly than screwdrivers?
Yeah, sure.
But sometimes you just need...
Look, I did find that I have this screwdriver. It's a standard, I believe that's what you call it, right?
You have a flathead.
Yep, that's a flathead.
How long? A 12-inch
And a
long?
Phillips
And a
is
Phillips.
a standard.
If I had known that I had these, because I forgot. Oh, by the way, I do have in my little bucket of fun here, I do have a headlamp.
Well, that's good. I mean, you've got 2 screwdrivers and a headlamp and an entire bucket of
And a bucket.
tools.
And I have screws in the top.
That's impressive.
They're almost gone. All I have is nails.
I imagine you don't have a hammer, though.
I have 2 hammers, actually, and I'm not sure why.
Because I had a hammer when you met me.
So your wife had more tools than you did.
I did. I absolutely had more tools than he
We
did.
will repeat again on this podcast. I came to this relationship with nothing. I had maybe like 2 days worth of clothes and a pair of shoes. And now I have more shoes than I can count. The
only reason you only had 2 sets of clothes and a pair of shoes is because I threw away all of the others that you brought to the table.
Yeah, Amanda did not. We had a place called Meijer in Michigan. Some people outside of Michigan might be familiar with it. It's basically like an upscale Walmart. And due to not having any money during my divorce, I bought all my clothes at Meijer.
Okay.
And they were not attractive. They were large. They were big. It wasn't big dog style shit, but it was pretty close.
I mean, he also was like 50 pounds less. Imagine 50 pounds less.
145.
And so, but the same height. So he had to buy a size large for the tallness, but probably could have fit in a small with the weight.
Medium.
So he just looked ridiculous all the time.
Well, he still looks ridiculous all the time, but
it was worse.
At least he's halfway stylish.
I gotta be honest, I have no idea what brought me to the table. I do not.
I know what did. A lot of alcohol and a lot of
alcohol.
Wink.
A lot of alcohol and a lot of alcohol.
I took care of business. Anyway, I have a really good personality.
Yeah, that's what you go with.
Yep.
So back to these bunk beds.
So you wanted to explain my quote-unquote inability to assemble stuff. So what's your complaint?
Those are straight inability. There's no air quotes about it. There is just straight inability for you. You are mechanically declined. You have put the studio together 18 times, which I give you mad props for.
Oh, by the way, we do have to explain, though. Every time it gets better. It's not rebuilding because it's a piece of shit. It's rebuilding because every single time it improves. And I did add, hopefully next week if I can find the time, we added headphones so we can start doing Skype live call-ins.
I'm excited about that.
That's the next iteration of the studio rebuild. And then I have the earphones and everything for us ready to rock. Now we just got to install the Skype, which they just did an update last week, not to nerd out for a minute.
Go ahead.
And I'll be able to light it up.
Nerd it out.
On one computer. Not 2, where before I had to hook up 2 computers independently. Just on one now.
You are so excited.
Through an NDI live video hookup.
You were like a kid at Christmas when you saw the fact that our software had an update available.
And what'd you tell me before the podcast?
We were 15 minutes beforehand. I'm like, don't hit the fucking update button. Don't hit it.
And we're still live.
I'm shocked.
Rocking it out.
That is amazing.
I'm getting a lot of looks.
You're lucky. That's what I have to say. I'm with Ben on this one. You're lucky.
So let's expand on the fact that I could not put bunk beds together.
Yeah, so...
Or loft, sorry, not bunk beds. A loft bed from
Well, it was a loft bed.
From
Those
IKEA.
are neat, though, by the way. I will give you props for that. You picked a good bed because they are very neat. But you saw how fast the one that I put together went versus the one that you put together, right?
No, hold on. He started to put together and you finished.
By myself.
Well, he started to put together by himself.
By myself.
By himself.
Yeah.
Completely out of square.
And who did? I wasn't to the point of squaring it up yet.
Oh, when were you going to do that? On the last screw or the
No, once I put in the things, I would have had to square it up. I have a level. We used to use it to turn the lights on for the studio.
That is a very valid statement.
When the light switch was in the ceiling,
That's very
and
true.
then my inability to do stuff rewired the entire studio to get the light switch down at an appropriate level, but I don't know how to do stuff.
I didn't say you don't know how to do stuff. Look, you can nerd out with the best of them.
You're goddamn
when
right.
it comes to wiring shit up and getting networks to work, I will give you all props for that. But when it comes to building shit,
Yep.
yeah, just
Is there any comments on like ability to build shit yet, babe?
No.
No?
Stop asking me about comments.
I'm
please.
always going to ask about comments.
Super annoying.
Well, I don't want that one. Well, she's really sensitive today.
She's
she needs to go to
sensitive.
bed. We both do.
is it nap time? You death by daggering look.
It's all right. No big deal.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Make sure that happens. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Are we
All of it.
Twittering yet?
Alexa,
Are we Twittering yet?
we're not Twittering yet.
We
We'll
need
do
to
that
Twitter.
soon.
We do have an Instagram.
We do
have
Instagram.
Dad
We
Bod
do
Podcast
Instagram.
and Instagram.
Yep.
So anyway, so we did that. It turned out exceptionally well.
Yeah.
We did buy them at IKEA. Only like $160 a pop. It was awesome.
My wife's looking at those. She thinks it'd be a great idea for our daughter to have one.
Yeah.
Give her more room to play underneath and stuff like
Yep.
that. Which
I
thought
gotta
was
take
cool.
you up there and show you. I fixed it now. So
You
the
changed
room
the
is
room
done.
around?
Yeah,
Okay.
Amanda moved it around while I was mowing the lawn today. Because
Nice.
it had been a couple weeks and it looked like a jungle.
Right.
The tiny dog will get lost in the yard, so I went and mowed it.
She does.
But not
and
anymore
the
though,
neighbors
right?
mowed their lawn, I think, yesterday. or the
Once
day
both
before.
sides of the house mowed, it was kind of exceptionally apparent that I hadn't mowed in a while.
Right.
So I mowed the yard today. It looks pretty good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, whatever, man. So, but yeah, so it did go very well. Thank you for your help.
No problem. I am
and then-
excited for you guys. I'm legitimately excited for you guys to have.
So what are you most excited about?
I'm excited about the fact that you're getting kids, so ours will be around more often. I think. I feel ours will be
agree.
around more often because before it was just kind of like a hey, once we get the kid together, down, we'll come over. You guys
Right.
come over. We'll meet up or whatever.
Yep.
Now I think it will be more day activity based. We'll
Okay.
go to the zoo, science center. I would like to take you guys to City Museum. Have you been there yet?
So we went there once. What?
Yeah, we went there once a while ago. But
With-
yeah, we definitely want to do that.
Yeah, with
That's
the
on
4
list.
kids. So I had been there without our daughter once before, and then taking the daughter made
Right.
it a whole new experience.
It was raining the day we went, so we didn't get to experience all the outdoor or the roof.
Oh,
And
okay.
it was packed. It was
Yeah.
like 4th of
Because
July
it had been
weekend.
raining for like a
and it
week or
rained.
something.
So
I
it
think it
was
might have
packed.
even been around flood time a couple years ago.
No,
But-
it was the 4th.
Was it the 4th?
Yeah, because we took our nephews.
Yeah. So no, we're excited to go and really experience the whole thing. I even climbed into some of the stuff.
Oh, when you
and
take
had a hard
kids,
time getting out.
When you take kids, you better be ready.
That was rough.
Because next thing you know, you're like, where did she go? And you're diving down into tunnels and tubes.
Uh-huh.
And for a bigger guy like myself, you start questioning whether or not you're going to be able to make it back out.
You are a big guy.
So I was squeezing into some of those holes, and I'm like, hope Daddy can get out on the other end, because if not,
Yeah.
I wonder what happens. People have to get stuck in those, right?
there has to be
mean-
somebody has to get stuck in that.
We tried to get a mattress down in the basement today, and we at one point almost said maybe people are going to have to walk around it because we got it stuck because we have our stairs upstairs in the basement. You go down a couple of a landing, and then you go down the rest. And I'm not kidding you, this box spring was wedged into the basement stairs.
I was
There's
wondering why there's a
dents.
big chunk of yeah.
Oh yeah, there is.
Oh, did
Oh
you
yeah.
see it?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
I saw it. I was wondering what happened there.
And well, that was trying to wedge it back out.
Yeah, that wasn't
Because
even in. That
my
was
beautiful
out.
my beautiful wife, who she thinks positively and all the stuff, right? We got it partway down, and she's like, "No, just slide it down." And I'm like, "No, there's a lip. It's gonna hit it." And she goes, "No, it's fine." And we slid it down, and it hits the lip, and she's like, "Okay, maybe it can't go down there then." So then we jack it up back to the top, and then can't figure out how we got it to that point, and have to wedge it out, fuck up the drywall or whatever, and we had to go outside of the house and into the basement because Drew's bed, who we're going to eventually build him a bedroom down here, now lives in the basement because we gave his room up. Well, he voluntarily gave it up, but now we have to do that. So, but it was almost. I don't think the stairs are going to be usable, and I'm just going to have to get my saw out and cut this box spring in half to get it out of here.
It did seem like that.
Do you have a Sawzall that you could have cut that in half?
I do.
That amazes me. You don't have a screwdriver, but you have...
Me?
No, I believe you. You have a Sawzall, but you don't have a screwdriver. That is impressive. Look at this guy.
That's what this is, right?
Yeah, that's a Sawzall. No, put it back.
Yeah, buddy.
Put it back.
Put it down before you hurt somebody.
Good
night.
The saga with the beds. We then had to walk around the outside of the house.
Yes.
To bring it downstairs through the slider. So I'm sure we looked like some nice Hoosiers.
And we were doing that when the lawn wasn't cut either. So...
Well, you can get a citation for that. In this,
I've heard
area.
rumors.
I've heard rumors
that the code enforcement officer could have driven by.
Yeah.
Gary's a nice guy, though.
You could have been in trouble, sir.
We could have been. But I cut the yard today, so...
Nice
fine.
work.
Yeah, no big deal. And whatever.
Jess Flannery, that is a fantastic point. When you're at the City Museum, write your phone number on the wristband.
Yep.
Just in case one of those children get lost. That is a fantastic point.
No, it is, absolutely. And also, wasn't there something you said where you write it down and then you put...
Right, you write it with a...
put clear nail polish
over
over
marker.
it or
If you
something.
don't have a Sharpie, you write it with a marker and then put clear nail polish over the top of it to keep it from... Because when the kids are in there, they're sweating and it will rub off.
I'm actually surprised they don't do, like, Chuck E. Cheese style there. Where you have to have... Do you have to have matching wristbands to leave?
No.
No.
No, they're all the same wristbands.
At the Science Center, we didn't have to validate. Actually, I don't even think we had to pay until we left.
Science Center's free.
Yeah. Well, you pay $10 for parking, and then that's their income or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all the extra stuff.
And I paid for the car behind me.
Look at you.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Isn't that awesome?
So when is the minivan coming?
Hold on. It was me.
That was my question. That was why I asked the question. When is the minivan coming?
I paid it forward.
Don't think that he's like, oh, paying for a stranger. I was behind him. Him and his mom were in my car.
Okay.
They had to go to the grocery store, and me and the kids were in his car. And I'm assuming your mom probably paid for both of us.
No, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
she paid like $100 to put us through all of those 3D adventures.
So when's the minivan coming? 4 kids.
We're not getting a minivan.
Clearly, you're keeping the bug.
Clearly.
So as part of this podcast, we are going to start a GoFundMe.
So should we start a fundraiser telethon?
What was the one she showed us tonight? A Bentley $137,000 SUV.
Yeah.
I mean, or I would take something else. Any third row SUV would be fine.
Yeah, no big deal. Make sure you write your phone number. Was there something else too?
No, the liquid Band-Aid works too instead of the clear nail polish. Absolutely.
I thought you said stop pissing her off or something.
Yeah, whenever you were making your wife mad.
Directed at me.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. It happens.
Clearly she doesn't tune in well.
So today I was going to go to Home Depot and buy screwdrivers. But time got away from us. We took naps.
He was like, oh, I'm going to take the little boy that we had this weekend. I'm going to take him. We're going to go to Home Depot. And I was like, wow, what do you need at Home Depot? And he goes, well, I'm just going to go shopping. And I called him out on it. I was like, are you going to buy screwdrivers because Ben made fun of you?
I was too.
Yeah.
And then I found screwdrivers and I was like, son of a bitch. I didn't even know it.
Not even. I wouldn't consider that finding screwdrivers.
And I can't find my... not vice grips, but I have a different version of them.
Okay.
I used to have a really good set. I can't find them anymore. When I went to adjust Amanda's mic before we started, I found one. I don't know where the rest of them went. I seem to have an issue. I need like one of those giant things that you put all your tools in.
A toolbox?
That, yes. On wheels.
You have...
The bucket.
A bucket
but that
with 2 screwdrivers.
That was an impulse purchase that I should have never bought.
My dad totally made fun of him for that, too.
Yeah, he did.
2 screwdrivers in it. A bucket.
As my dad was showing him his fabulously new gigantic screwdriver, and Andy's like, I have a bucket.
And I have this that you can attach different sockets on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I have a socket set.
Never used, I'm sure.
I got a socket set for Christmas because all of my in-laws and brother-in-law and sister-in-law, everybody thought it was hilarious that they bought me tools for Christmas as if I didn't know what the hell was going on.
So I feel like
And they were like starter tools.
Good.
Like, a grown-ass 43-year-old man should have everything that they already bought him.
We just bought a house.
Okay. You still maybe should have had a toolbox.
I ran permitted electrical in this basement. And it's fine. The house is still standing.
I think we need to pull that permit, but
I would.
I would definitely. If I was your insurance agent right now, I'd be like, hey.
I would assume that when we actually do the basement legitimately, they're going to remove all of it.
I'm sure.
But I watched it on YouTube.
So that makes it permitted?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Okay, good.
Whatever.
I actually have a picture of the wiring contraptions that you have in the ceiling. I might post that on our Instagram page one night.
Although I did do a junction. I have 2 junction boxes. Those have to come out because you can't put those under a permanent ceiling. So those will have to come out at some point.
Oh.
Yeah. It happens. No big deal. But
so
anyway.
Your wife's birthday was last week.
It was on 9/11.
Yep. Happy birthday, Andrew.
Happy birthday, Drew.
I'm avoiding Drew. He
watching.
didn't text me back.
So he texted us back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Finally?
Yeah, parents texted back. Did he text you when you told him about the, hey, bud, let you know? Oh, yeah. He should be watching.
He's probably not.
He might be. Well, if boy's watching, he got his soccer cleats for his birthday. Happy birthday, boy.
Yeah, happy birthday, boy.
I'm curious to know about them if he is watching.
If they worked out all right, if they're good to go, right?
Yeah, because the first pair he had to send back.
Okay.
They said Amazon sent him the wrong color.
Well.
Or the third-party seller.
The third-party seller sent him the wrong color. They were $90.
Oh.
And his school colors are, I think they're red, white, and blue. So basically red and blue. So he wanted red cleats, and they were fabulously Nike, really nice, I guess. So then he called me and was like, hey, just so you know, these are not the right thing.
What color were they?
Green and white.
Green and white.
That's not even close to red.
Not at all.
I was so disappointed. So I was like, okay, well, you have to send them back. I'll email you the slips to send them back, and then I'll order you new ones. So, of course, I go to order the new ones, and now they're $125.
Nice.
I didn't know that part.
Welcome to Amazon.
I just said, sorry, buddy, you got to play in socks.
But he did get them. When did he get them? Thursday, I think?
He got them
yesterday.
Yesterday.
Good. The season's almost over, so that's good. I'm glad he got them eventually, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. He did order them a size up, or he asked me to order them a size up from what he normally wears.
Oh,
so
you
they
did?
should be good for a couple of years.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. That's awesome.
Yeah, because he wears a 10, but he said to order them in an 11, so he could wear thick socks this year and then wear them in the next year. Yeah, so I'm curious to know if how they were.
I'm curious too.
Boy, maybe we could have the boys Skype in next week.
That would be awesome. So we could get some one-word answers.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
We do have his TV now live in the studio, so I'm glad he left.
We're only 6 more monitors away from being able to put it like a jumbotron.
We're like
down here.
Fox News down here.
Yeah, Fox News. We only have 18 monitors. Beep, beep, beep.
Whatever.
This just in.
No big deal. It's fine.
So I was mentioning your birthday because.
Oh yes. You went.
I wanted to do a small shout out to Tom Kent at Tilted Skillet.
Yep. So explain what happened with that. I was out of town.
You were out of town.
Took my wife out to dinner.
Took your wife out to dinner with my wife and daughter.
I'm glad you clarified that your wife was there.
My wife was there as well.
Why? Ben and I can hang out.
Yeah, we can.
We're friends.
What?
We garage sale together.
You can hang out whenever you want. I don't care.
Don't tell us what to do.
Don't tell us how to live our life.
Don't boss me around.
Don't boss us.
All right, continue.
But we went there, I told Tom. I asked him what the specials were that night, and he told me. And then he asked,
steak.
Well, no, the steak wasn't a special that night. But then I asked him. I said, "What on the menu would be good for Amanda? She's a vegetarian." And he's like, "Leave that to me. I got her."
Nice.
He's like, "Don't order off the menu. I got her."
All right.
So we get there, and he's like, he looked at Amanda and goes, "Do you trust me?"
And she said no.
That's what I'd have said. I'm like, you're kind of creeping me out, man. I mean, what's going on here?
Well, this is weird. No. Can you come in the back with me?
Yeah. So
no, it wasn't like that. He was really cool.
Yeah, Tom is awesome.
If you trust me, I'd like to make you your own special dish for your birthday, vegetarian. And I was like, I mean, how can you say no? I'm like, okay. And it was fantastic.
Yeah, it looked amazing.
It was really good. It was a pasta
He
dish.
made us a vegetarian appetizer as well.
And what was that?
Ants on a log.
That guy watches this show.
He watches this show.
He does.
Yep.
And I didn't even tell you. I don't know if you noticed. It had, what did it have? Maple
balsamic on it.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Which was amazing. Good. Yeah. We all had one.
Nice.
Yeah, they were good.
I got to say, I love the fact that we can message Tom and we have a VIP table now.
We actually sat at the same table.
That's the VIP table.
But it was all set up. Ants on a log were already there. He had the place settings all there. It was super fun.
Yeah, Did you have the family size
Moscow Mule?
No,
I didn't think my daughter could handle the
probably not
her end of the bargain.
She's a little weak.
Yeah, like look,
at 3 you got to figure this shit out.
Yeah, it's time to toughen up, right?
Yeah, right. What the hell's going on here?
By the way, just in case our awesome troll is watching, I do not promote underage drinking by any means, including a 3-year-old drinking a Moscow Mule. For the love of God,
I messaged her a few weeks ago against something, and she said that was so last week. Like, she also trolled Tilted Skillet.
Yeah, she trolled them all. So
yeah, she's awesome. Shout out to Tracy Smith. I hope she's watching.
I hope so too.
That'd be great.
We did talk about our Gooey Butter Cake cook-off as well.
Yep, babe. Is there another slide?
He is excited about the Gooey Butter Cake cook-off.
Okay.
I am excited about the Gooey Butter Cake cook-off.
Yeah,
Are you?
I'm fired up about it.
He was really funny about it. He told us he's been practicing and he's mastered it. He's the man.
Because I would tell you, we bought the because my mom is a huge Gooey Butter Cake fan.
Okay.
As am I. And we bought the Deerbergs ones. I don't know what the fuck they did. It is not the same that it used to be.
Did they mess it up?
The crust is thicker. It's not the same. And it's super disappointing. And they're in this fancy pack. Don't fancy that shit up.
It's Gooey Butter Cake. What do you fancy up about Gooey Butter Cake? So first off, Gooey Butter Cake was an accident to begin with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
In the cooking process, they messed it up. They messed up the recipe.
Where is this?
And it turned. Look it up. You feel free. Look it up.
Feel free
to look it up if you'd like. But Gooey Butter Cake was it was an accident, and that is.
I've had accidents.
Yeah, I know. Hear about it all the time.
We were in the Eagles tonight. I was passing gas, and it smelled terrible.
Please don't ever do that here, right?
I used the bathroom before we started.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's fine.
It was made by accident in the 30s by a St. Louis area German-American baker who was trying to make regular cake batter, but reverse the proportions of butter and flour.
How did you know that?
I know weird random shit.
From here.
I'm disappointed I didn't know that.
Nelly.
Yeah?
Do you know Nelly facts? Because he's a douche.
No, I do not know Nelly facts, other than he's from Lake St. Louis.
And speaking of douches,
lives in Lake St. Louis.
I did chew out one of our friends the other day because he had his glasses on the back of his head and called him a douche, and he took them off and moved on.
Did you just, hey, Guy?
I said, what are you, Guy Fieri?
Hey, Guy Fieri?
Yeah.
Move your glasses off.
And he took them off and moved on.
Is that our GOY today?
Yeah, get off your ass.
Get off your ass, Guy Fieri, and put your glasses on the fucking right way.
We're not going to call him out by name.
We're not in Flavortown?
We're not in Flavortown Market?
No, not at all. Nope. Maybe Guy Fieri will try one of their sauces someday. Not that we're calling that person out.
Andrew,
do not call Jeff that guy out like that.
Guy. It wasn't Jeff Johnson.
Oh, good night.
He didn't even show up tonight.
So we are taste testing tonight, are we not?
We are. So
we have
talked before that my brother
fans in Kenya,
Ben Nemeth, lives in Kenya, and he brought back from Kenya when I was in Michigan a month ago, 2 months ago now, Tusker Lager. So there's a couple things with Tusker Lager. I'm really figuring out how to turn stuff now without getting it wrong. Yeah, we're getting there.
You're getting there.
You're supposed to drink it warm, and it is chilled at this point. It's not as cold as it could be or whatever. He says that it's horrendous.
Well,
and we've had it before when we were in New York, right? Like he had it.
No. So we had it before because
I thought it was when we were in Jersey.
No, it was in Michigan. My cousin's husband is also from Kenya.
Okay.
Super weird. They live in California now, but he recommended it, and she had brought me back a T-shirt from there.
That's right.
To visit, and so I said, "Well, I guess we have to try it. Like, I can't wear this T-shirt without trying the beer. If that just seems ridiculous." So we found it at some weird liquor store, and we tried it.
Was that the Albino liquor store in Rochester Hills?
So
Probably.
I have to point this out because I just saw this. I guess Kenya does have some laws, and their drinking age is 18.
Really?
Well, clearly, we can't zoom in on that, and you can't see where
What
the
does it
shit.
say? Can
But
you
it
read it?
says not for sale to persons under the age of 18 years. And then it goes on talking about excessive alcohol consumption impairs your judgment. Do not drive or operate machinery.
Ooh. What kind of machinery?
A combine.
Okay, I like combines. I do want to drive a combine.
The field behind us was combine not too long ago. They were
Yeah, it
live.
was.
I saw that. I was like, hey.
All right. So let's
Give this a try. Were we trying anything else other than this?
No,
or?
this is it for
This is
tonight.
it tonight?
We're not going to have a really long podcast tonight. Amanda and I really want to go to bed.
I can
Oh.
tell. Whoa.
We're going to have to give that a second.
Let that
Hey,
settle.
do you have any information on Tusker Lager?
I do. So I don't know how to say this, and I'm probably going to murder it, but the beer slogan is Bayou Yanu. Anyway.
That sounds great. Good
Biu
job.
Yanu Nichi
My beer, my
Yangago.
country.
Hey, that's
It
actually...
means
Bia
my-
Yangu Nichi Yong.
in Swahili.
Okay.
So is
So-
Swahili the
Native
language?
language?
Native
I don't
language?
think so.
I don't
Can
think
you?
it is, no.
No, it's American. It's English.
I don't...
It's Nairobian.
No.
No?
Anyway, stop talking. You sound like an idiot.
Well,
it is 4...
Most of this podcast, I sound like an idiot. That's fine.
4.2%.
Ben, you need to scoot over, by the way, because we're not centered anymore. Or I need to scoot in.
You need to scoot in.
All right, that's cool.
I don't feel like sitting on your lap this evening. Sorry, continue on, Amanda. 4.2 alcohol by volume.
That's it?
Company's first beer was brewed in 1922, and the first batch was delivered to the Stanley Hotel,
Ooh.
where it had mixed reactions.
Stanley Hotel.
That's kind of cool, huh?
Isn't that where Heather stayed?
Yeah. Where the bear
Nice.
came in. Where
Yeah.
The Shining.
The day she left, a bear came in there.
Yeah. The Shining was filmed.
Did you get that, Nat?
I did.
Dude, that was awesome.
Mr. Miyagi style. Give me some chopsticks.
Yeah.
So here's a cool fun fact. The company's founder, George Hurst, was killed in an elephant hunting accident, and in his memory, his brother Charles decided to name the first beer brewed Tusker.
Because he was killed by an elephant tusk?
Because they
Wow.
call large elephants tusks.
That's
There.
awesome.
Huh.
Huh.
I think-
Wooden beer cases were
Sorry.
replaced with plastic cases.
In 1970.
Wow. That'd be cool to find one of those wooden beer cases.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I think our first Skype should be with Ben.
That'd be a great idea. We'll have to find out. The time difference is pretty severe.
Is it?
Yeah, so we'll have to see.
Look, if he can't man up and get up at 2 a.m. to get on our podcast, then
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, Tim Allen would do it.
We need to get Tim
We
Allen
need
on
Tim
this
Allen
thing.
on here.
I would agree.
Tim Allen, come on, man, get off your ass.
All right, so we're going to give this a shot. With our
I'm gonna
tiny,
smell it first.
not hoppy,
No, not happy at all.
unlike that gluten-free bullshit we tried. That's not bad. What do you think, Ben?
Ben's face is not
Dead
good.
air?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out if I could drink that or not.
The internet didn't go out. That was
No,
just Ben
that
not
was just
talking.
me not talking. I mean, it's not bad. There's no way in hell I'd want to drink that warm.
Well, supposedly warm is the only way to drink it. I have a whole nother one in the fridge.
I think
My
I'd want to
brother
try
brought
it
me
chilled
two of them
because
in a
I don't know
Ziploc
that
bag.
I don't know that I'd want to drink that warm.
I don't know how anybody can drink any beer warm, really.
Let me try that one more time. So Guinness is supposed to be drank at room temp. I thought.
Are you
Is it not?
serious?
Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
pretty sure Guinness
know
is supposed
that.
to be
I
drank at
feel
room
like
temp.
I remember hearing that.
It's not bad though.
It's light.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not Busch Light.
It's not Busch Light, but it's light. It's kind of, I would say, a cross between like a Busch Light and a Bud Light.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Really? Well, that's it?
Yeah, not as strong as like a Bud Light, not as weak as a Busch
you're gonna
Light,
try a
but
shot.
I'm good.
Babe, you're gonna try a shot.
I'll try afterwards.
Nope.
I mean, I would
right now.
Yeah.
That could be, I guess, a float trip beer.
Okay.
On float trips, you don't want to drink like real heavy beers or anything like that. I could see that as a float trip-esque beer.
Yeah. Since I cleaned up the studio, it's way easier to move
back
and forth.
That's exactly what it tastes like.
Yeah, it's kind of it really reminds me of a cross between like a Bud Light and a Busch Light.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
I totally expected to have some sort of like aftertaste, happiness to it.
Not at all.
I was waiting for some kind of weird kick.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I guess because it's from Kenya, but
no. It says, "Together forever. When you open a Tusker, you're joining the world in celebrating one of Africa's great original beers. Tusker has been brewed with care, craft, and love since 1922. Every crisp, clean mouthful summons the taste of sunshine and love of life in its African roots."
Well, that's cute.
That is cute, right? And thank you, Ben Nemeth and Allison.
Yeah,
Nemeth,
thank you guys
for getting us this beer.
Probably.
They brought it all the way from Nairobi, Kenya.
Did they?
Yeah. No, he for real did. It was in a Ziploc. He brought it from there, and I got it from him and then brought it back here.
Does he know that you can buy it here?
Oh, I don't know.
I really wonder if...
But I'm not kidding you that it's from Nairobi.
Let's look and see if we can find this, because I'm interested if this can is similar to the packaging that's here in the States, because it has the age limit of 18 on the can here.
Because it doesn't have a deposit label, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have a deposit label.
Nope.
What's the liquor store that we got everything else?
Total Wine or...
No,
Lucas.
Lucas had it.
Did they?
Yeah, I saw it there.
But I would venture a guess that if you buy it here, the deposit stuff's all over it.
Well, yeah, and then it's got the 18 plus at the bottom, too. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, this is from Kenya.
Okay.
That's
This
pretty
is
cool.
the real deal.
Real deal Tuskers.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
Hold on, you got to get it out. There you go, Ben.
And bake.
Nice.
And bake.
Shake and bake, buddy.
Oh, we're idiots.
I make the money. Would have named our kids Dr. Quinn and Medicine Woman.
I can tell you right now, if you change your foster care's children's names to Dr. Quinn and Medicine Woman, I'll be upset.
So a couple things. There's rules.
Rules and regulations.
So you can't change, because I guess somebody's done that at some point. You can't change the names.
No.
However, when you adopt children, you could, but that seems kind of shitty to change somebody's name or whatever. Obviously, the last names would change and all that kind of stuff, but people obviously have done that, because literally in our class they said,
you cannot change these kids' names.
Do not change their names.
With strict authority, right?
There was a lot of authority. There wasn't a lot of authority behind a lot of the things we talked about. That one was like, so you could tell somebody at some point said, your name's not Jane anymore. It's like Gertrude.
So there was heavy emphasis
sure it probably
on that.
happened a lot.
I would assume.
For them to be that insistent about it.
There was a lot of things that were like corporal punishment. Like, we went through a lot of that kind of stuff. But that one was like, just stop. Do not do that.
Yeah.
But I would have never even...
No corporal punishment. Do not hit the kids. And do not change their name.
Like,
but anything else,
I never would have even thought to do that.
No?
And I think about a lot of dumb shit.
You do think a lot of dumb shit. I agree with that. Yeah.
And I never would have said, hey, babe, let's change all their names.
Walker and Texas Ranger and Dr.
That is
Quinn
a great
and
idea.
Woman.
That is awesome.
You've got 4. You could hit all 4.
The girls and the boys.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 girls, 2 boys.
Dr. Quinn and Medicine Woman and Walker and Tech. And I don't know if did you watch Conan when he was on NBC long time ago?
No.
He called it the Walker Texas Ranger pull thing. And out of nowhere in the middle of his show, he would pull it and they would show the most ridiculous clips of Walker Texas Ranger. And it was hilarious. Conan on NBC at night.
Was he the shit?
Awesome.
Or
he was the best.
The tits?
He was tits. I would agree with that.
Sorry, Amanda.
He was amazing.
It's in my wheelhouse.
He's
what can I say?
I do have to say, I have no idea if he's good on TBS, but he was really good on NBC.
I guess you didn't hear me say that the other night.
Hey,
Friday night.
No, you didn't.
No, I told Andy. I said when it gets down to brass tacks, putting bunk beds together is not in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, he did.
I did not hear you say
I think
that.
you were giving a bath at that point, maybe or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. Hey, by the way, with a little news while we're kind of finishing this out or whatever, did you hear there was a guy that faked Down syndrome to get people to change nurse to change his diaper?
Yes, we're not going into that today.
So he called a nursing facility pretending to be his mom, and then the gal came over for weeks, and he would always say, "Pee-pee's still dirty," and then they were like, maybe he doesn't have Down syndrome. And he didn't, obviously. Isn't that ridiculous?
That is ridiculous. So making fun of or making light of any situation like
disability?
Disability is...
Right.
It pisses me off.
Well, that guy... Look, pissed off or not, the guy found a loophole.
Yeah, well, that loophole should have been exploited. Yeah, I'm glad he
got nailed.
I'm glad he did. I hope he goes to jail.
31.
I hope he goes to jail and gets nailed.
And he would wear a diaper.
Yeah,
isn't that insane?
That's ignorant and stupid.
Isn't there like websites where you can meet other people that are like
that would change your diaper for you?
Get on the website. Yeah, get on a fetish website or some shit. Don't exploit and stuff like that. That kind of stuff pisses me off. Yeah. Taking advantage of the system pisses me off.
So I did have some discussions earlier about fantasy football.
Yeah?
Just chatting it up. Man things.
You didn't. You're
so how's your fantasy football going?
That was a terrible segue because it's not true.
You didn't have discussion? Did you just lie to me? Just to try and get something? Were you trying to mail bond with me on fantasy football and you fucking lied about it?
Nick Villa was like, hey, I'd rather be home watching football. And I was like, yeah. And then that was my discussion.
That's it?
First off, that has nothing to do with fantasy football.
That was it. That was my discussion.
That's amazing. Nice segue.
How's your fantasy football going, Ben?
I have 4 teams in fantasy football right now, and I haven't looked at my phone.
How much did that cost you to do 4 teams?
They all vary. So
now, what was the total investment? You can admit it. Lindsay's not watching.
Roughly around $200.
Jesus. Okay. But you're not even an owner.
An owner of what? The team?
A football team.
Yeah, but I mean, like last year.
Did you get a hat that says I'm the owner of 4 football teams?
So every year it pays off, though. I mean,
Did you win?
Yeah, I make money every year.
When?
Last year.
What did you win?
Probably quadrupled what I put in.
But is it one of those where you win, like you have the potential to win every game?
No. So it's by the league, by the week, by the end of the league, we have a playoff.
By point system.
Yeah,
so
point
if you're
system.
so good, why haven't they drafted you to be a coach?
I don't know.
Moneyball style?
Yeah.
Moneyball style, yeah. Hey.
Yeah, you and Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Take care of business.
I can tell you there's some teams out there that could use a coach. Houston.
Houston what?
The Texans. They got their ass beat by the Titans
team?
Today. Yeah.
Okay, just checking. I have no fucking clue.
No, I know you don't.
I know the Detroit Lions, and there's a lot of fucking people going crazy about how shitty they are this year.
Last I looked, they were winning today.
Today?
Yeah.
Hey Siri, what was the score of the Detroit Lions game?
The Lions narrowly lost to the 49ers.
See, they lost.
They did lose. Last I saw, they were winning.
27-30.
Yeah, not a bad.
Against the 49ers.
Yeah.
Is what's his name still the quarterback of the 49ers?
Jimmy Garoppolo?
No. Joe
Namath?
No, not Joe Namath.
I swear to God.
Who's the quarterback? He used to be the 49ers.
No.
Yeah, you do. Say it.
No.
You know who the fuck I'm talking about.
No.
You
I'm
do.
not giving Joe Montana that
yes,
kind of credit.
Exactly.
God damn it.
Is he still the quarterback?
No.
Oh, that's terrible.
He does
Jimmy.
arthritis commercials now.
He does ED commercials.
So since he played for the 49ers, he also played for Kansas City.
My dick doesn't get hard anymore. I'm going to do those commercials.
Jimmy Garoppolo is the quarterback for the 49ers right now.
He obviously beat the Lions today.
Yeah.
Yeah, no big deal.
No.
What's your team? Do you have a name for your team?
I have 4 teams, so I have 4 different names.
How douchey is the name?
No, they're fantasy football names.
What are the names?
Let me pull them up. I'll pull them up.
Let's hear the names. All right. Are you on the Yahoo
Yep.
Sports?
So all 4 teams are on the Yahoo.
All right. Let's hear the names because I'm sure
do we
these
have
are
to have a recap of Ben's fantasy football
every week
every week until the Super Bowl?
So are you actually winning?
Yeah, and
all right.
3 out of 4 leagues I'm going to win this week.
Team 1, I'm a douchebag. Team 2, I'm more douchey.
So all 4 teams are. I name all of my teams after players I have on that team. So
okay.
The one team I have
Aaron
is called
Hernandez.
The Jesus.
The Death Team.
Hang around. We'll get into that.
All right, cool.
Oh, was that a bad segment? Hang around. He hung. No. That's terrible.
All right, what's next?
I loved it.
So what are the teams?
I've got the Perfect Mixon.
I don't.
So Perfect is a linebacker for
Who?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Yes.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Look at him go.
All right.
And I've also got Mixon, who's the running back for Cincinnati.
So did all of your? So you obviously have a lot of friends participating in this, right?
Oh yeah.
Do they Ben? You're fucking great. Those names are amazing, and they give you a lot of compliments.
No, but I always try and come up with something different and unique. I could just put on there Ben's team 1, Ben's team 2, Ben's team 3, Ben's team 4.
That's what I would do.
That's stupid.
Andy team 1, Andy team 2. So what's the second
You
one?
You gotta get creative with it.
So what's the second one? How long did it take you to think these up, by the way? Like weeks, days, months, hours, years?
Couple minutes.
Okay. Well, that's why they're awesome.
So the
right,
second
what's
one
the
is
next
Cam Chris Cook.
What is
So I've
that?
got Cam Newton as my quarterback. I've got Chris
He's
Carson
fucking
as a
terrible.
running back,
Yep.
and Dalvin Cook as a running
And
back.
that one isn't winning, right?
Yeah, they're winning.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Cam Newton sucks.
Okay. So my second team,
You have no clue.
my
No,
third
I
team
don't.
is Sir Alvin Newton.
Okay, so why?
Why?
He's got nothing.
Alvin and the Chipmunks?
No.
So Alvin
Yeah.
Kamara is a running back for New Orleans.
New Orleans Saints?
Look at you go. And
Got
I have
that
Cam
right.
Newton in that league as well. So
do
instead
you
of
have the
Sir
same
Isaac
person in 2
Newton,
leagues?
it's Sir Alvin Newton. Get it?
Are you like
Get
the
it?
coolest person in your fantasy league?
Get it?
Like people are like,
I'm-
Ben, your tits with your names.
Absolutely. And
All right, why is one red? Does that one suck?
no, that's baseball that it's over with. So
How'd you do in baseball?
I lost in baseball
Yeah,
this
that's
year.
terrible.
I took first last year. I lost this year.
Yeah, that's awful.
And then my last team is Bells Brown Johnson.
So the Browns, like
No.
the Cleveland Browns?
So I have Le'Veon Bell,
Who the fuck is that?
running back for Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh Steelers?
Look at you go!
Oh, wait, hold on.
Shake and bake.
and bake. Bring it out of the oven, baby. Get it out of the oven.
It's getting better every time.
It is. It's beautiful.
Every fucking episode, these shirts are coming out. And I'm
hope
never
so.
washing it either for good luck.
Yes, you are.
Nope.
Yes.
I haven't sweated in this one yet.
Good night.
All right.
So I also have Brown, which is the Pittsburgh
which?
Steelers wide receiver.
Okay.
And then David Johnson, who's the running back for Arizona.
Arizona Cardinals.
Yep. Look at you. God, you're... See,
Yeah.
what do you mean you don't watch football?
They used to be St. Louis Cardinals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Back
did.
in the day.
And then this team never supports football teams, so they've lost 2.
Yeah.
Because this city sucks at that.
They do suck at that.
St. Louis is terrible. They should have gotten the soccer team. I'd have gone there every game. We'd have been at the soccer stadium.
St. Louis has a soccer team.
No, but they were going to build the stadium by Union Station, and I'd have been there in a heartbeat all the time. We'd have
Right.
bought season tickets.
No, we would not.
Yeah,
have.
we would have.
So look, so
You know
St.
how
Louis
crazy
does
those
have a
people
soccer
are?
team, though.
What?
St. Louis does have a soccer team.
Where?
It's the STLFC. They
Nobody
play out of
knows
Fenton.
who that is.
They just traveled to Kansas City and beat
No, they
Kansas
needed to
City's
build the
ass
stadium.
this week.
They needed to build the stadium.
They've got Worldwide Technology Stadiums right there in Fenton.
WWT?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just built a whole new office building right at 64 and 270.
Fucking thing's massive.
That's a big deal.
I've got a buddy who does all
looks
their
beautiful.
HVAC work there, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Who's Brenda Templeton? Do you know Brenda?
Yep, she's the kid's aunt.
Oh, hi, Brenda.
Yeah. Hey,
Hello.
Brenda. Yeah, it's awesome.
She's our family now.
She is. She's family.
Okay.
She's a part of the A-team family.
Can I call her Auntie Brenda?
No, you can't. That's fucking creepy.
Oh, all right. I thought you said she was family.
All right.
Joe Bossy, you have Bell, Brown, and Johnson. Is this a 2-team? No, this is actually a 12-team league, Joe.
I think Joe's calling you out.
This is actually a 12-team league. It is a 4-person keeper league, and I have traded and manipulated this league to the point where I have Le'Veon Bell, Brown,
is that
Johnson.
Like
I also have Leonard Fournette.
Well, no, I thought that was the guy who had the sons that played basketball.
No, you're talking about Ball.
LeVar Ball?
You're talking about Ball.
Yeah, is that the guy?
No.
Oh.
That's two different sports.
Basketball.
Who the fuck watches basketball, by the way?
I have no idea.
Jesus. Basketball. Babe, I'm going to hit the explicit button.
We can hit the explicit button. We can hit the E.
I have to hit it every week because of Ben's mouth.
I know, but we're live on Facebook.
It's fine,
babe.
Facebook's okay with it. Mark Zuckerberg does
It's not impossible,
care.
Joe. I'll show you sometime. Next time
we're together. What did Joe say? Yeah, it is. Joe, I agree with you. If you ever have a league where you have to manipulate stuff and move people around, you obviously didn't choose a good team. Because you should just stick with your players, and they should win for you every week. Right, babe?
I don't understand.
All right, so here's my team in that league. Cam Newton, Antonio Brown, Chris Hogan,
awful,
Jamison Crowder, David Johnson, Adrian Peterson, Zach Ertz, Royce Freeman, Leonard Fournette.
Fournette can't even run the ball.
I won't go through all the people that are on the bench, but I also have Le'Veon Bell.
You have a lot of people on the bench?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
You can't start everybody.
What did you choose, Kaepernick as your quarterback?
What? You are so dumb. You're just rattling off people's names.
At least he named a 49er who has since played Joe Montana.
First of all,
he was a third string, by the way.
He would have never known who Colin Kaepernick played for if you would have asked him.
Yeah, I do.
Who's he play for now?
He doesn't play anywhere.
Nike. Just do it.
Have you seen all the Just Do It parodies, though?
Yes,
they're hilarious.
It is ridiculous.
They are great.
They're pretty funny.
They are pretty funny. It is pretty good. I'm excited about it.
So we're going to do get off your ass segment here?
I don't know if we have anybody to get off their ass, do we?
I don't know. I see something in red at the bottom.
Anyway, Amanda's requesting a Volkswagen Atlas be donated to us.
Oh, because you guys got the 4 foster kids coming in.
Yeah, so Amanda needs a $40,000, maybe $50,000, depending on the model.
First of all,
it can be used, right?
They're brand new. They just came out.
Okay.
They don't exist used, Ben.
Well, it's just trying to help out.
Amanda's high end.
Hey, I know somebody might be selling a used black cherry GMC Yukon Denali.
Oh, does Joe want to donate his car?
Who wants a black cherry?
I mean, I don't know if you ever want to be caught dead driving a black cherry.
But you know what? It does change color in different lights, I was told.
Yeah. It was a high selling point, I'm sure.
Yeah. I may have had a few beers when I heard that, but that's what I heard.
I mean, if Joe's going to donate it, then I would drive it.
I would drive it if they wrapped it in B&H paraphernalia.
Follow it should have a big sticker on the back that says "Follow me to B&H Market."
Yeah, that's a good point. Yes.
Gosh, that would be hilarious.
But I would tell you, I have a real hard time going left at that exit. I barely pick up my prescriptions at CVS. So nothing against B&H, but I have a real hard time. I just go right every time and go home.
Well,
Peggy, who's a manager at CVS,
I saw her call you out the other day on Facebook.
Looks at least once a week
she
to see if we have prescriptions to just bring them to us.
I saw her call you out the other day on Facebook.
Because they've been sent back several times.
And then you whine about it when you see Peggy.
Yeah, they text you 8 times.
Yeah.
They need to text you 10.
Is 10 the magic number? Is to if they text me 10 times, I'll go pick my prescription up?
No. I still wouldn't. I'm just saying.
That's it.
That might help.
You have that Hillionaire mentality. You're like, oh, everything should be brought to me.
That's not a Hillionaire. That's
me. He's just lazy.
I'm just super lazy. If somebody would cut my yard for free, I'd do that too.
For free. I like
for free.
do that for free.
Look, you gotta be. I mean, I got mouths to feed here. I don't know what the hell you're thinking.
Clearly, you've got 6 now.
And the 3 dogs.
Yeah.
And Amanda. And me.
That's why I said 6.
They're like 9 people.
6 and 3
We
dogs
don't.
is 9.
There's not 9
Including
people.
the dogs.
There are dogs, not people.
But they eat a lot.
Well, yeah, they're big.
1 bag of food a week.
I'm pumped about this.
I'm fired up, man. And I cannot wait for the kids to be in the studio audience in a couple weeks.
Oh, I know.
You'll
I
have
feel
to-
like Marley's going to be hanging from the ceiling or something.
Yes.
You'll
She
have
will.
to watch your mouth.
Yeah, I will watch my mouth.
Yep, no vaping. No,
No, there's vaping.
no drinking. No vaping.
There's drinking.
You'll have to watch your mouth.
I will watch my mouth. That's all we'll do. Joe has no other comments. Did he
I
leave?
figured he probably left.
The black cherry thing. You
Yeah.
got him on that.
He was upset about
Yeah.
that, I'm sure.
And the gooey butter cake thing.
Well,
We need to figure that out, by the way, and do a live dad bod from the gooey butter cake cook-off.
we are.
Duh.
As soon as Joe says he's ready and he has actually found somebody, I think he should step up and be the person who cooks for B&H Market and represents
Does Joe know how
B&H.
to cook?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
That might be the GOYA this week. Joe, get off your ass and make some gooey butter cake.
Could the sandwich make one?
The sandwich. I don't know. No. Good God. No.
Don't do it.
You can make sandwiches.
No. Andy.
Brenda, sorry, but Marley's watching it. She loves it.
Well, we love Marley. So.
We do love. She could not do more gymnastic acts on the loft beds as we put them together as she did the entire time.
Marley, can you quit doing backflips for 5 seconds so I can put this screw in? It might topple over, but I need to put a screw in it real quick.
She could not stop hanging and flipping off and doing all this crazy stuff. We're like, you got to give us 2 minutes. Because Ben claims that I cannot do right angles, so we need you to stop for just a moment. No. And then Cyrus was running around like he was getting shot and murdered, and he was like rolling on the floor and then moving everywhere.
It was amazing.
Awesome.
It was amazing.
I loved every minute
Yeah.
of it. You would have thought that this place, the neighbors had to have been like, what happened at the Nemeth house? Because before, there would be no action.
Right.
And now this house is going to have the most action in the neighborhood.
4 kids.
It's going to be unbelievable.
I can't wait till our first podcast with all 4 kids in audience.
It's going to be great. I will not hit the explicit button.
I don't think we can.
No, we can't.
For what?
Well, I'm going to have to watch my language.
Yeah.
You are going to have to, yes.
I'm going to have to keep it clean, and I'm going to have to say adult educated words that don't involve swearing.
Are you capable of that?
That is the question.
Tune in next week to find out.
So if something happens and we're not on next week.
Yeah, if something happens and we're not on next week, that is why.
That is what happened. So, anyway, we're a few minutes over, but do you have anything to add? Subscribe, please listen.
Tune in.
Oh
If
my
you want
God.
to donate to the Nemeth SUV or minibus charity foundation.
Oh, speaking of that, before you got here, I was looking up 60s and 70s Volkswagen vans
Yeah?
to see
We
how
saw
much.
one on the way home today.
Yeah, to see how much a fully restored one would cost. Because I feel like that would be amazing. And I can get a fully restored one for $100,000.
So my neighbor, I shouldn't say he's my neighbor.
That's
He lives
right.
across Old Gray Summit Road from us, but he has one in his driveway every once in a while.
Really?
Yeah. I'll have to stop in, knock on the door, and say, hey, the Nemeths need this.
Yeah.
How much?
For free.
I'll give you $1.
I don't have any money.
I'll give you $1.
I'm poor. So, no big deal. We got a lot of mouths to feed. But anyway, everybody have a great week. We're going to have a great week. We'll see you this Sunday with episode 15
1-5
of the Dad Bod Podcast. Shake and bake. Hold on, shake and bake, Ben. There it is. Get out of the oven, buddy.
Yeah!
All right, man. All right, everybody
Bye,
have a
guys.
good week. We'll see you later.